So allow these first few moments to be a gift as you slow down. You can keep your eyes open or close them at this point. And in whatever position you're in, to just pause and really just feel. Feel your posture. Feel your breath. Feel the space that you are in. Can you notice sounds at the level of sensation? How they impact your body, how they vibrate, how they move? And any thoughts or distractions or memories, can you also step back and notice how those are impacting you at the level of sensation? It's creating a little more space from the reactivity as you pause to notice what's going on beneath that reaction. What's the felt sensation that is there to be seen? And it might feel good to invite in waves of movement. Just feel mindful movement flow through your body. And after a few breaths of movement, to again find stillness and notice the impact of the movement. What are you feeling now? And allow that to happen a couple more times, where movement comes in, you explore the space, explore your body, move in whatever way feels pleasurable and nourishing. And then hold space in stillness. And what do you notice now? Notice how this movement and this stillness impacts your breath. Does it speed up? Does it slow down? Do you notice obstructions, your breath getting caught? Or is it flowing and expanding? Is there a natural pause between each breath? Or does the in-breath just move right into the out-breath? Just notice what's real for you right now. And this week for me has been very humbling. And I am continuously coming back to practices that are bringing me into conscious stillness. Because anything that comes from reaction right now is going to play a part of old cycles, old ways of being. And if we truly want something new, it needs to be a response from a very pregnant pause. So if you're still in movement, bring yourself to relative stillness. And whether you're on your back or seated, just make sure you're in a position where you can touch your face with one hand and keep your balance. And we're going to do some Nadi Shodhana before we lay down for our Yoga Nidra. This is alternate nostril breathing. It's a great way to find that equilibrium, that state of expansive energy moving, which is what we really need for Yoga Nidra. So with your left hand resting on your lap, bring your right hand up and place your pointer finger and middle finger between your eyebrows. We're going to rotate, plugging your nostril with thumb or pinky and ring finger. So we'll start with the thumb. Plug your right nostril and take a slow, deep breath through the left nostril. Pause with full lungs, and then plug your left nostril, open right, and breathe out slowly. Pause with empty lungs, and then breathe in through the right nostril. Pause with full lungs as you plug right, open left, breathe out left. Pause with empty lungs, breathe in left. Plug left, open right, a patient exhale out through the right. Breathe in right. Plug right, open left, breathe out. Breathe in left. Plug left, open right, breathe out. Now continue on your own time, your own pace. 3 more full breaths. And at the bottom of your third exhale, you can release your hands down and just take a moment to be still and notice. And now over your next few breaths, begin your journey onto your back if you're not already there. And take your time. A similar process of where we started, as you're setting up your position with props or aligning your body and your posture, to allow moments where you're just still and you just breathe and notice, do I feel supported? Is there any tension or strain in my body that would be served by lifting it or supporting it with a prop? Or a little bit of movement to wiggle out what is arising. I find for myself that having a pillow underneath my head and a little bit of a lift underneath my shoulders really allows me to lay still for an hour or more. So you can feel your ribs sink down towards the floor as your head and shoulders have that support. So explore what today's body needs. Being patient as you feel and breathe and ask, what support do I need now? And no rush. You're more than welcome to change your position at any point if you feel it's needed. I just invite you to really do it thoughtfully. Feel into it. And as you feel yourself becoming more and more settled in this new orientation on your back, with your palms open, a softness in your shoulders and jaw, your feet heavy and connected to the earth. With your eyes closed, you just feel for where your body is in relation to the four walls or the perimeter that you're in. And continue holding space with your whole body as you notice the sounds in your space. And what about aroma? Is there any smells? Anything you notice as you ingest that oxygen on your inhale? What sensations or smells come along for the ride? And lick your lips and swallow. Notice the textures and lingering tastes in your mouth. No sensation is too small or too subtle to pay attention to. And now scan through your body and notice the most obvious sensations that arise first. And as you notice these sensations, can you just continue being curious and breathing and feeling to notice if these sensations amplify or if they move or if they peel away and you get to see there was something it was protecting or something that it was growing out of. Just give yourself 30 seconds to just hold space for sensation in your body. Doing your best to not latch on to any one sensation, but just see it, feel it, and then keep flowing it with your breath as other sensation comes in or sensation shapeshifts. And now if you truly believed that your breath was the best and only medicine you needed right here and right now, how would that change the way you're breathing? Or would it change? The practice of Yoga Nidra begins now. Sankalpa. It is time to plant the potent seed of your highest truth. The I am statement. It goes right to the core of who you truly are. I am enough. I am worthy. I am alive. I am present. I am powerful. What is the positive I am statement that elevates you to your next level of being? It changes the course of energy away from the negative cycles towards the positive cycles. See your sankalpa. If you're not confident in what yours is yet, then just be open to trying one on and see how it feels today. And when you're ready, repeat it 3 times. And then let go of the mental repetition and just feel it. For today's rotation of consciousness, your invitation is to repeat your sankalpa in each area of the body that I speak to, as if you are dropping it like a pebble into the water of that part of your body. Just feel it. And even if there's resistance or numbness, to just be present and be there, feel it. No right or wrong, this is just about feeling. And if you didn't land on a sankalpa, then my invitation for you is to use I am awake. We'll begin this journey on the right side of the body, keeping your body as still as possible, so your awareness is the traveler. Become aware of your whole right hand. Feel your whole right hand illuminated with your conscious awareness. And in your right hand, drop your sankalpa. And now your whole right arm. Feel your awareness infuse into your right arm. And while you are inhabiting and feeling your right arm, gift your right arm your sankalpa. Now the entire right side of your torso, across your shoulder to your sternum, down the center line of your navel, to the top of your pelvis. the entire right side of your torso. Take a moment to feel it light up. And now drop in your sankalpa. And now your entire right leg, all the way down to the tips of your toes. Feel your whole right leg. And then speak your sankalpa into your right leg. Now your left leg. Your whole left leg lights up with your awareness. Patiently await as your awareness infuses your left leg. Now sankalpa in your left leg. The left side of your torso, from your waist, up your side, top your left shoulder, down your sternum, center of navel. Whole left side of your torso. Feel it, whole left side. And like a pebble being dropped, drop in your sankalpa. Now your left arm down to your wrist. Shoulder to wrist, left arm. Feel it. Gift your left arm your sankalpa. And now your whole left hand. More and more of your left hand lights up as you hold space to feel. And now bring in your sankalpa. Drop your awareness down to land at the soles of both feet. Feel the energy as your awareness inhabits the soles of your feet. Now express your sankalpa into the soles of your feet. Bring your awareness up to inhabit your entire pelvis, the front, sides, and back, and all of the flesh that holds it and protects it. feeling deep into your own pelvis. And drop in your sankalpa. Now travel up to land at the back of your head. And from the back of your head, allow your awareness to explore your entire back body. Every part of you touching the floor or held up just above the floor. The entire back side of your body. Express your sankalpa into your back body. And bring your awareness to the back of your head once again. And slowly drift up to find the center of your brain. And from that center point, feel your sankalpa and allow it to spread until you feel your whole face and head with your conscious awareness and your potent sankalpa. Feel it in your eyes. The softness in your ears. The humility and power in your throat, tongue, and mouth. Continue holding space as your awareness now flows and expands to feel your whole body. Whole body touched by your awareness and your sankalpa. Notice how this is impacting your breath. To practice staying in this open state of feeling your whole body vibrating with presence and awareness. How can you breathe to support that space? Be with your breath. Your breath is your greatest ally. Hold space for 1 minute to just breathe and feel. continue trusting and feeling your breath as you invite in the contemplation of what it feels like to be reactive. Notice what happens in your body as you invite in the experience of reactivity. Get to know the feeling tone. You can utilize memory of a time recently you were reactive. And as soon as you have access to the felt sensation, release the mental chatter or memories or stories. And be with what it is to be reactive. Notice how it impacts your breath. Can you keep your calm, steady, rhythmic breathing as you curiously hold space for this thing, reactivity? Just feel it. Observe it. Notice how it pulls or pushes or tightens. Does it have a temperature? And if you notice you're labeling, I like this, or I don't like this, or this is familiar, or this is not familiar. As soon as you notice a label, to step back further. Well, what does that feel like? Keep going deeper. What am I feeling now? On your next exhale, rinse your body out, come back to neutral. And now invite in the experience of spaciousness. What does it feel like to be spacious? Perhaps recalling a time or imagining what it would be like. And as soon as you have that felt sensation in your body, release the mental activity and dive into the sensation. Be curious. Observe and feel spaciousness. Feel into its depth. Keep surrendering to feel how it shifts. Dive beneath the labels. Feel more. Notice more. What is spaciousness? Now bring your gaze to the backs of your eyelids. Just notice what appears for you. The light, the shadow, the movement. And as I speak out these visuals, just notice how they appear for you. There's no right or wrong. It's just a great way to get the creative centers flowing before we move into the longer visualization. A red chair. Bubbles. 6-pointed star. Hot desert air. A cloud disappearing. A cabin in the woods. A black widow. Black widow. Black widow. A clown car. A vegetable garden. Raining soot. Rumble of thunder. A spiral staircase. A peace sign. A path to freedom. A path to freedom. A path to freedom. See yourself walking along a path. Perhaps there is greenery, flowers, or a mountain view in the distance. Allow your creative centers to illuminate and color this path. What would the scenery for you of a path to freedom look like? One slow, patient step at a time. You walk this path as it becomes more clear with each step. There is no call to action yet. This path is spacious. It is like an energetic fuel station for your heart and soul. On this path, you have the ability to rise up and see from a bird's eye view. And you can have your feet on the earth, right where you are. This path does not hide the pain and suffering in the world. It shows you everything. And you can meander off the path and stay in an enclosed area of beauty and safety. Yet there's a deep knowing that you must keep going. path to freedom is movement. It's one patient, slow step at a time. And if you run this path, you will miss very important pieces of what it is to truly be free. It is one slow, patient step at a time. And as you walk this path, in the not so far distant view, you see a hammock, and you walk towards it. And you recognize that the path of freedom must include sweet surrender and pause to ensure that you keep the spaciousness. So it is here that you allow yourself to rest. Sankalpa. The sankalpa that you consciously planted into each area of your body is now expressing from your whole body. Repeat your sankalpa 3 times and feel it expressing from deep within. The practice of Yoga Nidra is now complete. Hari Om Tat Sat. Hari Om Tat Sat. Hari Om Tat Sat. Become aware of your breath and breathe in a way that feels alivening and nourishing. As you feel your spacious breath, invite in movement, as if you're waking up from a good night's sleep. Noticing how you feel, the sensations that arise. As you notice the sounds, the smells, the lingering tastes in your mouth. And when you're ready, you can roll onto your left or right side. And take a moment to be held. Bring yourself back up to seated when you feel ready. Feeling into the balance of structure and ease. Your soft flowing breath can move through you. And bring your hands to heart center with your palms touching. Take a moment to acknowledge yourself for showing up, for practicing, for being still and feeling. And trust that from this conscious, deliberate practice of stillness, that the action you take today will be much more sustainable and powerful. Moving more towards deliberate response versus impulsive reaction. And from the bottom of my heart to yours, namaste.